So we're solving Hess's law, and this is the equation that we're given, and we have to find each compound in these given equations. So since N2H4 is found here, we don't have to do anything to this equation. So we can just highlight that it's found there. In this equation, H2 plus 1/2 O2 yields H2O. H2O is found in the product. But since we already have a 2H2O here, we can just multiply this equation by 2, which will give us the second 2H2O we need. For the third equation, H2O2 is in the product. However, the H2O2 here is in the reactant. So the first thing we need to do is flip it. Then, since there are two H2O2s, we have to multiply this equation by 2. So, after we finish doing that, we get, for these two equations, 2H2 plus O2 yields 2H2O. We can cross this one out. This equation, we get 2H2O2 yields 2H2 plus 2O2. Cross this one out. Now, this is also found here, so we can highlight that. And this is found here, but since there are two of them, it works. So that and that for this. The N2 is found here, so the product works. So highlight that, and everything else should cancel. Well, there's a 2O2 here in the product section, and there's also an O2 here and an O2 here in the reactant side. So we can cross those out. There's a 2H2O in the product side here, and there's also a 2H2O in the reactant side, so we can cross that out. The same for what we did for the equations, we have to do to the kilojoules. So we can leave this one the same. However, we have to multiply this one by 2. So negative 285.8 times 2 gives us negative 571.6. Cross that out. By flipping this, we have to make this positive and also multiply it by 2. So 187.8 times 2 is 375.6. However, it's not negative because we flipped the equation. After that, we add everything up. So we get we get 375.6 plus negative 571.6 plus 622.3, which then gives us 426.3 kilojoules.